Our next point of discussion from this topic is viscosity. In 11, we discuss about the friction in solids. We give the different types of frictions, say static friction, kinetic friction, etc. We discuss the laws governing about these types of frictions. Now we have to discuss the friction in fluids. Just as the fluid friction, which is due to the force of friction in the fluids, and this force of friction opposes the relative motion between two liquid layers in contact. So just like force of friction opposes the relative motion of two solid layers in contact or two solids in contact, there exists the force which opposes the relative motion between the two adjacent layers of a liquid. This force is called as the viscous force or the viscous drag. So we simply define the viscosity, that means the fluid friction or say the internal friction. So viscosity is a measure of its resistance to deformation at a given rate. If you pour some water on the surface, say glass surface is there, water flows quickly and freely with a low viscosity. At the same time, if you pour honey or syrup is moving with high viscosity. That is, in case of high viscous fluids like the honey, the central layer flows fastest and the outer layer flows slowest. So, as shown in the left diagram of viscous force, a central layer has a maximum velocity and the outer layer, the velocity goes on decreasing. So, different layers are moving with the different velocity. On the contrary, if you consider the non-viscous flow, where all the layers are moving with the same velocity as shown in the diagram, viscosity of such fluids is 0, and that are the non-viscous. The only fluid that is almost non-viscous is liquid helium. So liquid helium at a temperature about 2 K is almost a non-viscous liquid. There is some opposition force between the two adjacent layers of the fluids which affects their relative motion. So let's define the viscosity here. The property of the fluid by virtue of which the relative motion between the different layers of fluids experience a dragging force, and this property is called viscosity. The opposing force is called as a viscous force or viscous drag. In liquids, viscous drag is due to a short range molecular cohesive forces. So in case of liquid, the viscous force is due to the short range molecular cohesive forces. And in case of the gases, it is due to the collision between the molecules which are moving very fast. Now let us discuss the change in velocity at different layers of the fluid. So in the schematic diagram, we have the different values of velocities at different distances from the stationary layer. So we have the stationary layer of the liquid as shown in the diagram. From this stationary layer, the velocity of the layer is v, which is at a distance x from this stationary layer. Beyond that, the velocity is increased, that is v plus dv, which is at distance x plus dx. That means where the distance is increased, the velocity is also increased. But if you consider the distance x minus dx, then the velocity is also v minus dv. So the velocity changes with the distance, and we can define the term, that is velocity gradient. Velocity gradient, the rate of flow of change of velocity dv with distance dx measured from a stationary layer is called as a velocity gradient. So this is ratio of dv by dx. So you have to remember both the definitions. One is the definition of viscosity and another definition is definition of velocity gradient. So we can solve the question here. Define. Number one is viscosity and second is velocity gradient.